Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are returning to American Truck Simulator with another mod. Now this mod is actually not that new. It's actually a pretty old mod, but I had never seen it, and I feel like a lot of people maybe haven't seen this mod, especially if you've only recently started playing the game or recently started modding the game. There's a lot of people that probably haven't gone back in the sort of mod catalog that this game has and looked for some of these trucks. Now, this is different because it's not your normal semi-truck. It's a military vehicle. It's an 8x8 military vehicle, and I am more than happy to take a look at it and see what it can do because, now, first of all, there's not that many options, right? There's a 500 horsepower, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque Cat engine, along with a 6-speed Allison transmission. The interior, though, is fully modeled, and it's really, really interesting in here. You've got a massive, massive amount of, well, flat metal panels. You've got a massive amount of flat metal panels, and that's about all that you get. It's not particularly entertaining inside that truck. Although, you do get a few different colors, which is actually kind of interesting to me, and I really was not expecting to have the ability to do custom colors on this truck. I was expecting it to be maybe one specific color, and that's about all you get. However, you can run it in this tan or any of these other colors or OD green. I think the OD green does look really good, although I'm probably going to run it in the tan because I like the way the OD green looks, but the tan, I think, definitely screams what this truck is for. It screams military vehicle. I mean, so does OD green, really, but it's a really, really interesting rig. Now, customization. It's not the most simple truck to, like, I mean, well, actually, I take that back. It's one of the most simple trucks to customize. You can actually do a set of off-road tires if you really, like, so desire, and if you were to equip the truck with these off-road tires, basically, I'm gonna do it because I want to see what this actually does to the truck in terms of, like, say, for example, the turning radius, because the turning radius is going to be freaking hilarious when these are on, and I also wonder if it'll affect the speed of the truck. Now, not only does that make the truck look extremely beefy, but I wonder if it'll almost actually improve its capabilities off-road. Now, over here, what do we have? Accessories. Oh, okay. So we got a little GPS for right there. That's something we could do. That's the other, like, add-ons we could do from the outside of the truck. Mirrors are not customizable, and that's about it. Now, here is our truck as it sits. Here is our Oshkosh HEMTT A4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and trade in our current truck for this truck, and actually the truck that we're trading in is the 500,000 horsepower truck that you guys have recently seen, but this is a very odd truck to see in American Truck Simulator, as you might imagine, and I cannot wait to see what it's actually like on the real road. Now, was this made for the real road? I mean, it was made to do short trips on the real road, sure, but it was not made for long-distance hauls on the real road. Now, was it made for long-distance hauls in maybe, say, a combat environment or in a desert environment or an off-road environment or treacherous terrain? Sure, but the normal highways of the U.S., maybe not so much, especially with the wheel and tire setup we're running here. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and start this thing up and see what happens. Well, we've got power. That's a start. Let's go ahead and back this thing up. Feels good already. I mean, it feels like it's got some nice power. Oh my god, when you brake, the cab sits a lot. I mean, I wonder if the cab is on air. I mean, I don't know how these things actually run, you know, what they run for the cab support, like, in real life, but, well, you know what? Maneuverability-wise, it's not as terrible as I was expecting. I have to say, it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Now, I wonder where, let's see, I wonder where the best area is going to be as far as finding a trailer for this thing to pull, especially finding a trailer for it to pull that really accents its capabilities. Now, let's see, we could pull this mining machine, we could pull ethane, we could pull a scraper, we could pull a crawler tractor, we could pull, there's so many different things that we could pull with this truck, And there's really like a bunch of options out there. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I want to kind of pull something that would be fairly heavy but at the same time, you have to realize that once you get to like this big of a truck and then you add like a heavy haul trailer into the mix. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Damn it. Wrong truck, or wrong trailer. We're going to go ahead and go for the milling machine. And the milling machine, my friend, the milling machine, oh my god. I wonder if it'll even be able to pull it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But let's go ahead and check our map, see where we're headed. And let's see. We are headed to Reading. So let's see. But it's spelled weird, R-E-D-D-I-N-G. So let's go ahead and put our console commands to some good... Oh my god, this thing will creep away, like, immediately. So let's go ahead and put our console commands to good use. And just like that, we're up here in Reading, I guess that's how you pronounce it. So, oh god. I completely forgot how to... Oh, okay, right. Number pad. I always forget that it's the number pad to actually move around in this view. So, let's see. Oh god, I completely forgot what like there we go. That's place truck, and then camera angle 1, and we are good to go. So we just literally saved ourselves a lot of time. I don't exactly like know how long the journey would have been, but we saved ourselves a hell of a lot of time. Like, we're talking big amounts of time. Now, I do have a concern with this truck, and that is maneuverability. My biggest concern, actually, is maneuverability. Now, everything outside is way too bright when we're inside the truck. I wonder if that's because of the fact that I'm using a graphics mod. I'm using a graphics quality mod, but I feel like there may be an issue with this truck where it turns the contrast and the brightness up way too much when you're in cockpit view. Oh my god, you actually hear the tires. You actually hear the tires whirring. That's actually kind of special. That's kind of different. Do not pull out, Chevy pickup. Do not pull out. Oh my god. If that Chevy truck pulled out, we would be in some big trouble. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut in front of you, Mr. Popo. It's actually very maneuverable. I have to give it to it. This truck is way more maneuverable than I thought it was going to be. Now, where is... Oh, God. Oh, shift down. Okay. Since it's a 6-speed, you actually do have to shift it one at a time. I'm used to driving 18 speeds, and it is, like... It's a totally different world. Alright. We're ready for that trailer. So, let's see. Milling machine. Continue. This may go very well. Or very wrong. It all depends on how we attack it. And so far, let's see. I'm thinking that the best way to attack this is going to be to... It's only got one reverse gear also. Wow. I'm definitely not used to only having one reverse gear. Main thing I'm worried about is hills. Oh, God. The truck is, like, the truck itself is too high. Wonder if we can kind of jam it on, like, under the trailer. The game will probably not like me if I do that. Yep. Oh, we got it. I mean, hey, if it works, it freaking works. Whoa. If it works, it freaking works. And well, hey, we've set off. We've set off in first gear. Now the question remains, like, the question that remains to be answered is, can we maintain pace with things like traffic with a load this big behind this truck? Whether or not that can actually happen remains to be seen. Now, I'm really not too concerned about speed. What I'm mainly concerned about is traffic. And traffic may pose an issue. Also, turning in tight areas and the big one, hills. Hills are my biggest concern overall with pulling a weight this huge with a truck like this. So let's go into first person cam and see that, let's see, I needed to check my RPMs, and I do need to see like why this graphics mod is way overdoing the brightness when we're inside the trucks. I mean, I'm probably going to take the graphics mod off, to be brutally honest with you guys, because the graphics mod doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, it doesn't really do all that much other than like turn up the brightness in cockpit cam. I mean, it does a little bit for it outside of the truck, but it's not enough for me to go, oh wow, that's a massive difference, you know what I mean? Why are you parked on the side of the freaking road? We are definitely holding up traffic. Like, we are absolutely holding up traffic. This thing is not, it's not made for this. It's really not. It's made to haul stuff, sure, but it's not made to haul stuff that's this heavy. This is an extremely heavy load, and I'm not quite sure what we were thinking when we decided to do this, but other than, I mean, hey, I wanted to experiment. I wanted to see if it was possible. See if we can build up any more speed by getting to 5th. I actually do need to also check my RPMs by going back into first-person cam. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going fast enough to get it into 6th. No problem at all. God, that's way too bright. All right, so here comes a corner. Jake brake a little bit. Actual brakes a little bit. Wow, see, the thing about this truck is that it's so much more maneuverable than you would ever think. I mean, you turn it in, and probably because it's got these insanely wide tires and it's got, you know, four-wheel steer up at the front end actually responds very easily, very simply, very easily, and quicker than you may imagine. And I think that because of that, this truck really outdoes itself in terms of what you think it would be able to do when it comes to maneuverability, although we are holding up a massive line of traffic. So let's go ahead and get onto the freeway where those people can get past us. And actually, though, you know what? I do, in terms of maneuverability, I do love this four-wheel steer in the front because, man, it makes it a whole hell of a lot easier to... It makes it a whole hell of a lot easier to maneuver the truck in tight areas, like tight spaces, tight corners. Does a really good job. Now, also, we will not be getting any speeding violations in this truck. I am 110% sure of that because it can't go fast enough to actually get speeding violations anyway. So I've got it in 5th gear right now, and I'm waiting for the RPMs to build, and they're not really building. They're genuinely not building all that quickly, if any at all. So we may have to stick with the approach of slow and steady here, and if that does end up being the case, wow, God, this thing does move around a lot. 5th gear, or actually, sorry, 6th gear, rolling 40 miles an hour. I do wonder what the top speed on this thing is. Probably about 55, maybe 50. Maximum speed while hauling something like this, probably going to be about 45, maybe 50 if you had a downhill and a hell of a tailwind. Rolling at 45 miles an hour now. Absolutely blistering pace. Not really, but God, can you imagine, like, in real life, can you imagine the sound from these massive off-road tires on the highway? It would just be deafening. It would be absolutely deafening in terms of, you know, what you'd actually be hearing. But man, what a vehicle. Oh, we're over 50 miles an hour now. I believe we've got a downhill gradient on our side. So 52, 53, 54. Come on. Oh, we got to get out of that view. 55. What is going to be our gearing limit? 56 miles an hour. 57 miles an hour. 58 miles an hour. This thing, oh my God, it can't do more than 60. There's no way this thing's doing more than 60. That's 60. Show me 61 and I'll be amazed. Like, I'll be... Oh, there's 61. Boy! Dude, that is ridiculous. 61 miles an hour. 62! I mean, it takes it a long time to get there, but man, once it gets there, this thing rolls like a tank. Technically, it's like the equivalent of a tank if a tank had tires. I mean, it's close enough. I know there's going to be those tank snobs that are like, it's not even close to a tank. And I'm like, okay, relax, chill, relax, bro. It's no big deal. But yeah, dude, I am incredibly amazed by what this truck is doing right now. Let me go back into, oh my God, that's way too bright. But that's about gearing limit. I would say about 66 miles an hour. If we get to 70, which I don't think we will, I will be blown away, but I think 66 seems to be about a healthy limit for this guy right here. Like that. Oh, 67. Maybe we've got a downhill on our side again. But by the looks of where the RPMs were, oh, 68. By the looks of where the RPMs were, we were getting pretty close to our limit there. I think we were getting pretty close to the allowable limit in terms of this thing's speed, or top speed and performance. Now, I do want to see if so now we've tested this thing, right? We know that it can pull. We actually know that it can pull more than I thought it could pull. And I'm going to actually pull over on the side of the highway, which I don't normally do. And now that I'm pulled over on the other side of the highway, I'm going to see where our objective is. And I wonder if we could just fast travel there. Oh, God, it's just outside of Holbrook. So if we were to fast travel, I don't know if fast traveling works with a trailer. So if it does, great. If it doesn't, then that may be about the end of this delivery. So let's see. Go to... Crap, I forgot where we were going. Dang it. Okay. All right. Where are we going again? Wow, it's like, are you serious? Just outside of Holbrook. Okay. Holbrook. Go to... Wait, is it 2 L's or 1? Oh my God. Are you serious? Is it 2 L's or 1? I don't want to mess it up. Oh, I don't want to screw it up. 1 L. That's what I thought. All right, this should hopefully be the last time we need to do that. All right, Holbrook. Go. Okay. So now we need to find our way. This'll work. And please, dear God, bring the trailer with us. Did it? It brought the Dude! Dude, it brought the trailer with us. That is awesome. That is amazing. Oh, God, I double shifted. Oh, that's bad. I did not want to double shift. You never want to double shift with a setup like this. Thankful for the green light, though, because that green light pretty much saved all of our momentum for the next, like, few miles. Momentum is 100% king here. If you don't have momentum, you are going to mildly die. So make sure we have our right signal on, and like, look, we don't even have to cut this wide. We don't even have to... Oh, God. We don't even really have to lift off the throttle unless you want to run into an issue with running into an on-ramp, but that's no big deal. Let's see if we can go into third. Wow, that dropped the RPMs a lot. Oh, we're losing speed. Maybe back to second. Maybe back to second. Second sounds good. I like second gear. Second gear is a good gear. Let's roll with second gear, shall we? Into third. Not bad. Put that blinker on. Oh, there's no traffic to be concerned about. So, I mean, we're 58 in-game minutes, 54 in-game, 53 now in-game miles away from our destination. So once we get over there, like, my God, man, once we get over there, this is going to be... I'm going to call this a victory. Even though we used console commands, I'm still going to call it a little bit of a victory just because I do feel mildly proud of the fact that we took something this... Like, we took a trailer that was this huge and towed it with a vehicle that only has... I mean, the fact that this thing is only a 6-speed, that's a victory in and of itself. But, man, overall, what a victory. What a victory, man. Stick with it. I've been foot to the floor this whole time. I have been foot to the floor this whole time. Speed limit 75. And for once in a long time in American Truck Simulator, we do not have to think about the speed limit whatsoever. Speed limits are not even in my mind right now. Let's see, Petrified Forest National Park. Shame we're not going that way. That way would be pretty cool, but... God, these guys don't want to pass me. I mean, y'all can pass me if you want. I don't mean to hold up traffic. I'm just slow. It's like, that's kind of how you feel when you're in a truck like this. It's like, I don't mean to hold up traffic, I'm just slow. Alright, let's see. Holbrook and Kayenta. So we're going to go ahead and turn off at Holbrook. Oh, he got busticated, boys. He may have mildly took one for the team on that one, but... Alright, I can see the marker getting ready for our exit. Oh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be legit. This final exit ramp also is probably going to be pretty fun, considering the fact that it's probably going to, like, be super tippy and weird and... I mean, I don't know if it's going to be tippy and weird. It's just going to be weird. I don't know about tippy, maybe not. Weird, maybe yes. Alright, Jake brake. Change down, like, 2 gears, 3 gears. Jake brake again and regular brakes. Back down to first gear. And apply the power. Oh! Let's go. Hey, you know what? That's so respectable. That's so respectable. I give this thing so many... Oh my god. Mad props. You just gotta remember, guys, what this thing is pulling. You just absolutely have got to remember that. And the tires that it's pulling it on. Just because also, you gotta think that it... Wow. Oh, dude. Oh, God. Bring it back, please. I was wondering about the lights. Oh, oh, no, they do come on. Okay, sweet. I wonder if I can stay full throttle 4th gear around this corner. I bet you with this thing's maneuverability, I can. Dude, yep, I can, 100%. And I can pretty much stay in my own lane. That's an achievement. That's enough of an achievement that I would call it an achievement. Train tracks, a little bit of railway action. All right, change it back down through the gears. Oh God, creep forward just a little bit. All right, and stick to the left. I love double articulated trailers. They make so much of a difference when you're making tight turns. They really do. They also help you not hit people, which is really quite nice when you come to think about it. All right, putting my signal on for the last time on this delivery, and that is a win, ladies and gentlemen. That is a delivery of a massive milling machine with a Oshkosh 8x8. Wow, wow, wow. Let's let them park it. God, that is insane. Hey, I mean, we also got a couple of achievements, even though we did technically use console commands. But, man, if you guys enjoyed that video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what y'all thought of it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.